Imagine falling in love with someone who makes you see the world through their eyes, only to lose them to the vastness of the desert. What would you do if the person you love is pulled away from you by the unknown? Meet Santiago, a young shepherd who has spent his entire life in the rolling hills of Spain. His days are filled with tending to his flock, watching the sun rise and set over the beautiful landscape. Santiago's life is simple, yet rich in experience. He knows every inch of the land, every rock and every stream. But despite his contentment, a fire burns within him, a dream of treasure that haunts him like a whisper in the wind. What is this treasure, and why does it call to him so strongly? One day, Santiago decides to leave his flock to follow his dream. He packs a small bag and sets off towards the unknown, leaving behind the only life he has ever known. His friends and family are shocked by his decision, but Santiago knows that he must follow his heart. As Santiago walks, the landscape changes from lush green hills to arid desert. He faces challenges at every turn, from scorching temperatures to treacherous terrain. But he perseveres, driven by his conviction that the treasure is out there, waiting for him. Days turn into weeks, and weeks turn into months. Santiago's body is weakened by the harsh conditions, but his spirit remains unbroken. He meets strangers on his journey, some helping him, others hindering him, but he remains focused on his goal. One evening, as the sun sets over the desert, Santiago meets a wise old man who shares with him the ancient lore of the land. The old man tells Santiago that the treasure he seeks is not gold or riches, but wisdom and understanding. Santiago's mind is blown by the old man's words. He realizes that his journey has been about more than just treasure, it's been about growth and transformation. He begins to see the world in a new light, and his heart fills with joy and gratitude. But just as Santiago is about to reach his destination, he is confronted by a group of bandits who seek to steal his treasure for themselves. Santiago stands his ground, refusing to give up his quest for wisdom. The battle is intense, and Santiago is pushed to his limits. But in the heat of the moment, he realizes that the true treasure was not gold or riches, but the wisdom and understanding he gained along the way. As Santiago emerges from the desert, he is a changed man. His eyes have a newfound sparkle, and his heart is filled with a sense of purpose. He knows that he has discovered a treasure far greater than he ever imagined, the treasure of life itself. And so, Santiago returns home, his journey complete. His friends and family are amazed by the change in him, and they ask him to share his story. Santiago tells them of the treasure he found in the desert, the wisdom and understanding that has changed his life forever. As Santiago shares his story, his community is inspired by his courage and determination. They too begin to see the world in a new light, and their hearts fill with joy and gratitude. And so, Santiago's journey becomes a legend, a reminder to all who hear it of the power of following one's dreams and the treasure that awaits us all, the treasure of life itself. Sometimes the journey is the greatest treasure found. It's a journey that takes us to the depths of our soul, and back again, with a newfound sense of purpose and meaning. And so, we remember Santiago's story, and we are reminded that the treasure we seek is not gold or riches, but the wisdom and understanding we gain along the way. It's a story that reminds us to be brave, to take risks, and to follow our dreams. It's a story that shows us that the greatest treasure of all is not something we find, but something we create, the treasure of our own lives. And so, we remember Santiago's journey, and we are inspired to embark on our own adventures, to seek out the treasure that awaits us all, the treasure of life itself. But most of all, we remember the words of the wise old man, who told Santiago that the treasure he sought was not gold or riches, but wisdom and understanding. And we are reminded that the greatest treasure of all is not something we find, but something we create, the treasure of our own lives. And so, Santiago's story becomes a legend, a reminder to all who hear it of the power of following one's dreams and the treasure that awaits us all, the treasure of life itself. Sometimes the journey is the greatest treasure found, a treasure that takes us to the depths of our soul, and back again, with a newfound sense of purpose and meaning. It's a treasure that reminds us to be brave, to take risks, and to follow our dreams. It's a treasure that shows us that the greatest treasure of all is not something we find, but something we create, the treasure of our own lives.